Good morning, students. I hope you understood your last video that I had sent you yesterday. And if you have any problem in that videos, please, you are requested or you are, you can say you are free to ask question to me. Okay, children, I'll teach you now next topic of the function chapter, that is the flow of execution in a function. Means when you will create a function, when you will call the function, how the uh, statement inside the function will be executed. So this definition I have written: def function is a function name and parenthesis and colon. Colon means it, and then it's a now function definition is completed. Then what the statement you want to write, that you will write it. If you want to return any value, it's a optional, means you can return the value or you cannot return the value, it's up to you. And then hash main program function one that you have called, then print statement that you want to print it. So when you what will happen, your program execution will be start from beginning. Def function, it will ignore until unless it will call by the user. So after that you will read the function, that means function has been called. As the function has been called, it directly the control will shift it to the function definition. Whatever the statement has been written in this function definition, that will be executed. After that, return statement will return the function in this next statement over here. The function call will send the control flow to the function definition. As the function, see, if we will not call the function, so no function definition will be executed. If whether you have written in the program or not, no matter, but if you want to execute your function definition, for that you have to call the function name. Okay, then here, after turning, last statement of the function definition will send the control back from the where the function was called. Means here we have called the function, and after returning, it will come to the next line according to this example. Now student, program to add two numbers through a function. Okay, here the simple example, I will just explain it in detail from the book also. So how to add two numbers in a function. Def, now I think you are familiar with the def keyword. If you want to create a function definition, for that you have to give def keyword. Calsum means we are calculating sum of the two numbers, and two numbers we have to pass over here. Okay, then colon s is equal to x plus y means we are adding these two numbers, and result will return to the s variable. Okay, num1 is equal num1 float, input, enter first number. Here we have taken value float, you can take integer also. Okay, same way, float, input, enter second number, means whatever the value you will give. So in second statement, value will be stored in num2 as the value we have stored in num1. Then sum, calc sum num1 comma num2, we have passed these num1 num2 value, and print sum of the given number is sum, because we are storing the value sum over here. So how exactly it will work, if I'll talk about, first of all, the program execution will start from here. Okay, suppose this much from the beginning, this lines till this line you have written the coding in your Python program. Then this is a comment, so comment will not be executed. Okay, so first, so this will be ignored. Def calc sum, so this is a definition, that means the interpreter will understand that we have, is a user has created one user defined function, that is that which name is calc sum. After that, this will be ignored by the interpreter, and it will come in the main program. This is the main program. Okay, so num1 means one variable will be created, and what the value will be given by the user, that will be stored in num1, same way in num2. Then sum is equal to calc sum num1 num2, means whatever the value I have provided here, suppose 3 or 7, so 3 value will be given to num1, and 7 value will be given to the num2. So here 3 and 7 value will be passed. As we are calling, means here we have, this is the argument we are passing, and as your interpreter will read calc sum function, directly control will be shifted from here to here, means it will directly go to the function definition, and calc sum, interpreter will see yes, function definition name is there, and two parameters we have given here. The two parameters are also here. It's okay now. And num1 num2 we have passed the value 3 and 7. That means num1 की value 3 है, num2 की value 7 है. So this value will be of x and y. So x value will have 3 and y value will have 7 values. So 3 plus 7 10. So s value will be 10 now. Then return as it will return the value s, means s में value क्या आ गई है 10. So 10 will be stored in sum variable because we are accepting values from the function definition. So here the value of sum will be 10 because we have written the value of s from here. After that, the output will come sum of the two given number is sum means 10 number. Okay, so program execution begins with first statement of the main segment. Definition are also read but ignored until called. Means program execute. If anybody will ask to you in the that your Viva, if this program is there, how the program execution will start. So it will start from the first line, then second, and then after that, if the function definition has been called, then only control will be shifted. Otherwise, if you will not call any function definition here, if you will not call calc sum, so nothing will get happen. Only these two value will be it will ask you at the runtime, and result will be 0 because no value will be assigned here. Because here how the value is assigning in the sum variable, because we are calling the function definition and function is returning the value, and that value will be returned to this sum variable. It will store in the sum variable. Okay, now this program I will explain in detail from the book also. So you can same program I have seen from the book also. Okay, so this is the same program that I have shown you just now. Okay, it's like program to add two number, definition, this and that. Now just see how exactly it will work. So students, program execution begin with the first statement of main segment. Definition statement are also read but ignore until called. It will become clear to you in okay. After that, what will happen? See how exactly it will work. Suppose num1 float input enter first number. So ये क्या हो जाएगा? This message will be given to you as a user for entering the value. Suppose you have it in. So how you will give the value when you will see the message in the screen? So enter first number. Suppose you have given 3 value. Okay, so this 3 value we have taken as we are converting as a float. So it will be treated in num1 as 3.0. Then num2 and the second number. So second number, suppose we have given 7. So 7 value will be stored in this way. Only simple as 7 we will give, because we have taken that which kind of variable it is. That is a float kind of, okay, float. So that's why it is taking float value. So okay, so this is the value of the data. Now student, what will happen in the next page? We are calling after this calc sum num1 num2, means here we have called the function definition. So what will happen? See, statement 3 is a function called statement. After calc sum is the execution frame is created. The value from main are passed. Function calc sum receive the values variable x and y. Okay, that means here we have taken the what is the definition? Calc sum num1 comma num2. Okay, num1 comma num2, this is the we have called, and function definition, what is it? Calc sum, and it is passing xy variable. This only xy variable is pass हो रहा है यहाँ पे. We have passed num1 num2. So it will create one. Like that. What you can say, frame. Frame में it will treat like this. So x की value कितनी 3 थी, y की value 7 थी. This 3 and 7 will be value will be passed to the x and y variable. Okay, then return 7 means 3 plus 7 10 s value will be now 10.0. Okay, like this. Clear? This will be happen in calc sum function. It will be treat like this, right? X and y value 3 and 7. How? Because we are passing from the main function. So this way in internal memory 3 plus 7 is equal to 10.0. After that, it will return this value to the statement number. Which statement number? This one. After returning, it will return the values from here, return as, and it will pass this value to the sum variable. Okay, like this. So what will happen? this way. Some value will be 10.0. After that, you will get the output 10.0. Sum of the given means in the console you will see the output. Sum of the two number is 10.0. So exactly how it will work. First of all, main 1 and main 2 and main 3 program this main one. This is the main program statement. Main 1, main 2, main 3 will be executed. After this function definition will be executed, calc sum. Okay, then calc sum 2, then main 3. Okay, first of all, this is a main program. This statement will be executed, then this one will be executed, then after that calc sum will be executed. After that it will go to this definition, then again it will come here. Okay, after that means calc sum will be executed, then calc sum 2 will be executed. After that again statement 1 hai, statement 2 hai, statement 3, then statement 3 will be executed, then statement 4 will be executed. So these are of the main program. Main 1, main 2, main 3, then calc sum 1, then calc sum 2, then main 3 statement, then main 4. This way this is the execution of the program. Thank you, students. This video is very lengthy, so I have to explain more things to you. So in the next video I will explain it. Thank you.